What is up, YouTube? Hello, Party Parrots. Today I am bringing you guys a Sentry Annihilus Clog deck, and I just knew that I had to give this deck a try because Sentry just got a big buff in the OTA. He got kind of a 2-point power swing. He went from being a 4-8 that made a -8 void to a 4-9 that on reveal created a -9 power void. Now, Sentry hasn't been seeing a ton of play lately, and that honestly makes me kind of sad because I love Sentry. He's one of my favorite cards, him and Annihilus. As you can see from the crazy split I have and this Annihilus I have, I think just this really simple package of Hood, Sentry, and Annihilus is so much fun. And so I tried a couple of different decks with him. I tried him with Pixie. I've been experimenting with him since the buff, and this has been so far my favorite list. It is a Clog Sentry Annihilus list. And we're not playing anything like Magic. We're not playing a ton of tech cards. We are just clogging them up. And I really like this shell because what it does is normally when you're playing a Sentry Annihilus, if you just try to squeeze them into some decks, opponents can kind of figure out what you're doing and just try to fill that kind of right lane up as they can. But what you can do is you can clog them up early, or you can start clogging another lane, and then suddenly, if they only have one spot open on the left, do they play into that, or can you get a green goblin or an acid arrow into there? So let's break down what this deck's doing. First, we have our Sentry Annihilus package. Annihilus is going to knock over all cards with less than 0 power. That's going to be our Void from our Sentry and our Hood. But we don't just have those ways to get Annihilus to get rid of this Hood or this Hood. This Hood or this Void. Hood and Void. Simple names. We have Viper. Viper can, on reveal, switch the lowest power card. And then Circe is another way. Circe is kind of a backup if we don't have Annihilus and we don't end up having a way to like flip over the Hood. That -9 power can be really detrimental. So having that Circe to flip it up into a 5-drop is super key in this deck. And then you really don't want to be running Lady Deathstrike because, again, you're a clog deck. That's another way that decks a lot of times will deal with that void, but you really don't want to because then you will, not be clogging your opponent. The rest of our deck is going to have a lot of clog synergy. Clog cards, obviously. We've got Green Goblin to switch over to their side, Debris to pump rocks everywhere, Hawkeye can give us an acid arrow, and then Titania can flip sides. Titania, you generally want to wait with Titania until you know what's going to happen. So playing something like Green Goblin and Titania, where Green Goblin goes over if they leave one spot open, and then if they have 2 spots open, both will go and flip them up. That's really the ideal case for Titania. You never want to play her super early, especially because of all these 5-drops. Turn 6 is ideally a card like Cannonball, Circe, and then either a Demon or a Titania if you didn't already play out that Titania to clog them. So really key. And then we kind of have our little bit of more flex picks. That's Daredevil. Daredevil lets us see if we should be Annihilusing, if we should be Circeing, exactly where our opponents are going to play so we can figure out how to clog them, what's our best case scenario. And then Nebula is just a card that can 1-drop that can get really big because if your opponent's trying to play into Nebula, well, that means they're not going to be playing generally into that Sentry lane or that Void lane. Or they're playing into the Nebula, and then you just knock over a Green Goblin and end up completely clogging them. And finally, Cannonball. Cannonball, if you don't have him, could absolutely be Shang-Chi, but he is better than Shang-Chi in this list, especially because we have such great 1-drops to pair with him for that turn 6, and he will end up destroying cards, like a big collector or Dakin with 8 power that other Shang-Chi might not be able to. And even if you don't have priority on turn 6, he can still knock something out of there. So he's often like a 5/12. But like I said, I had a really good success rate with this deck. So let me know how you have been playing Sentry. What cards have impressed you from the OTA now that it's been out for about a week? And I will see you guys all in the next video. Love it. Annihilus gets to knock that over. Oh, please draw me Sentry. 2 demons. We got 2 demons. I might play both of these middle. Ha! Joke's on me. Not going to be doing that even a little bit. The reason why I was thinking that was because I was thinking I might want to leave all the lanes open for Circe. But the game had other plans, it seems. Well, now we just play Sentry left, and then we play Annihilus left. Oh, they can move in middle, which is pretty good for them. We're gonna Annihilus right, because that'll fill up right. Guess we'll see if they're playing Cosmo. They are, though, usually a beast deck. Which kind of stinks. Not gonna lie. I mean, we're still gonna go for it, because at the very least, if they, like, beasted right, Annihilus will knock, like, the hood over. So, yeah. They could do something really cool. They could, like, vulture into the right, and then play Ghost Spider to pull it middle, get the Ghost Spider back. But then I guess they couldn't Ghost Spider it back to the left, because it's no longer the last played card.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
They are the Sorcerer Supreme. Alright. Dagger. Alright, let's do this. Hit him with some stuff. Then we'll have Cannonball and Titania for the last turn. They have priority, so they can't, like, play Dagger right and then beast it. They could play 2 cards right, absolutely, but... yeah, so they can beast it, but now we get to knock 2 voids over. So now we just get to do this, 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 this. If they play anything, if they want to get anything into the middle, I think we're good, right? Because if they wanted to, like, play something right, and then, we'll say, what's the card? Ghost Spider at middle, Doctor Strange at middle, doesn't matter. Well, I guess they could move the hood middle and then hope that they have enough power, but they don't. Now what we could do is go for the double move here. Is do this. Go up 11 here, up to 20. They could try to Toxin right, but if they do, we're just winning. And then this has to win us left, right? We'd knock everything out of it if they move the hood. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, I think it's this. Final answer. We should have played the Titania right, but it doesn't matter. They lose right. They're losing middle unless they vulture it. Okay. How do you win left? Is this the world's largest card ever? Nope. Nope, not at all. Well, I'm glad that this happened before we got the Green Goblin in hand. And hey, we got that Annihilus buff. And we picked a pretty great lane to drop Nebula. Just gonna keep talking. Ooh, Nico. Draw 2. Nah, okay. What do they have that they didn't play anything except Nico for 2 turns? Still just gonna hold on to this Titania. Demon's great right. Hood's great middle. I'm worried that they're Destroy. Oh, they're not. Oh, they're Phoenix Force. Yikes. Okay, we're still winning middle. Their Phoenix Force, eh? Is it? No, this has got to be better. And then I think we're just going to end up playing these 3 cards. These 4 in some way. Magic! Okay, Magic's nice. Phoenix Force. Can we snipe it? Maybe. Blade Grandmaster Phoenix Force. Opponent's cooking. Let's see with what, shall we? Let's see with exactly what they're cooking. Wish we could play both of these, but this isn't the Sentry list. Okay, question is, where are they going with this Human Torch? I think they're going right with it. Annihilus destroys our Green Goblin. We go up 3 here. Is this the best? You think so? This is Zola, which... Oh, that's why they're doing that. So we play Annihilus, but it fills them up middle. So we win. It's not rolling the dice at all. Yeah. Ah, they even won the 50-50, but it didn't matter. There was no dice rolling here. Simple win. Well, at least we didn't hit both of these, but... You're kind of using the same list, using the Annihilus as your highest card. Oh, interesting. What else, are you playing, like... Oh, that's what we're missing in this list. Viper. Oh, man, I'm so stupid. Alright, well, let's get Viper in this list, shall we? Duh. Nico and the Hood. Nico and the Hood. So let's play Debris right. Oh, that's fine. Have some rocks. I'd love to see it. Annihilus would be so good for us now. Okay. We had a little bit more power than them, I'd say. Let's just do this. Because if we don't draw Annihilus, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Ooh, did we clutter them? What are they playing? Red Guardian, Nico, Hood. Anti-Venom. Okay, we clogged them. That's big. Now we get to play Cersei over here, and then we could probably just play Sentry middle. Like I said, they're clogged here. We'll be at... Yeah, that'll win us middle. Ooh, that... means we're probably not winning middle. Well. Never lucky. Never lucky. Well, this should win us middle. Right? They'd go down 9. Do they play 2 cards here? Even if... Or do we do this on the off chance that... No, they're definitely going to play 2 cards, right? This wins us left. Does 24 beat him right? Let's find out. Yeah, 24 beats him right. Get out of here! Snap me? Snap me? Might play the Daredevil, might play the Green Goblin. Unclear. Probably gonna play the Green Goblin. Or the Arrow and Daredevil. Okay. Wow, that makes things complicated. Let's do this. And then we'll probably Green Goblin right with a basic arrow. They're not fixing themselves middle, so that's good. See if they have Frigga. Nice. Nice. That's really, really nice. And then one of our cards gets moved middle. And I think we just snap them on turn 5 after we see their play. I can't imagine whatever their play is particularly terrible for us. This could be Dracula, could be Frigga. Morbius. Just a 2-drop. Okay. What are we doing here? We cannonball left. This goes over here. Then they're filled there. We're not filling ourselves middle. Very important to notice. They're going to discard every card in their hand that's 5, so this goes up to 10. So I think what we do is this, and then next turn we can cannonball. Well, I wish I could get one more card over there and play something big. We could do this. This wins us right. Oh man, if only I had like a debris or something to follow it up with. Even the hood to get that extra power. I think it's okay though. Oh, and you know what? We can play. We can't play the Nebula left, even with the New York. I mean, this wins us right, and then Cannonball just wins us middle. No matter what, so we can snap. Because we filled them up right, they can't get a card out of here. Yeah, okay. Nice, and they stayed in.
You won't need this anymore.
Calling Wing, Apocalypse. Their Dakin gets big, but it's just not big enough. And then we move basic arrow here, squirrel here, play cannonball. We go up to 16, yeah. Or I guess 15 because we moved one power card out of there. Yeah. Then we go up 4 here. Even if they had Scorn, which they didn't, even if they were able to discard Scorn, we'd win. We don't even need to destroy with this cannonball. We just got him. Opponent's trying to figure out... What are they trying to figure out? I don't know. If playing Apocalypse left wins, I guess? Opponent snaps us. Okay. Do they have... Okay, that never wins. Cool. Uh, and that is what we call in the biz an 8 cuber.